Hello fellas, welcome back. I've came to meet Ricky with his totally unique V8 Sierra. Mate, I love it. Absolutely love it. I love the wheels, I love the colour, I love everything about it. So what is it?
It's a German Mark II Sierra from Europe. Was originally left-hand drive.
You converted it to right-hand drive?
We converted it to right-hand drive and then obviously put the Lexus 1UZ in it.
Right. So you cut the bulkhead, did you cut the bulkhead out yourself? And
bulkhead is actually a left-hand drive bulkhead and we've done it like hot rod style. So that everything. So on a UK car, the wipers. Yeah, of course you can. The wipers go the other way on a UK car.
Ah, right.
So
the wipers.
that gives you the idea of. So the battery sits the other side. So under the bonnet, everything becomes across different. So yeah, we mounted the pedal box, wheelwood box, so you can still see obviously the shape of it, and we didn't have to fuck about with it.
Aye, mad interior.
So just like hot rod style.
Cool inside, mind. It's a nice cage up, mind.
It was done by a fella over in Essex. I can't remember his name, to be honest with you.
Nice
it will come to me.
You've seen this car was first built in 2016.
The car was built before 2016, about 2014. I registered it in 2016, 17.
Right.
So I got it as a rolling shell. My pal started doing it. He got the ump, couldn't be bothered. Got a lot of grief trying to sell it on the internet. You're not going to make that of it, ain't worth this, scrap it, blah, blah, blah. And then obviously we done what we done and everyone's like, oh, I should have bought that.
It's mint, mind, I love it. Absolutely love it. I love something different with the Sierras. People kind of said this,
well, I've been asked if I put Mark 1 front on it. Because it's got deep, they start raving mad, chop the cobs up,
put a Mark 2 front on.
So obviously Mark 2 front's different, and the rear's different as well. The backlights are different. Mark 2. So they sit in like a SAF backlight. Whereas on the Mark 1 3-door, they come in like a triangle.
Oh, right,
So that'll give you a good idea that it's not been a chop up on the front. I've not just bolted a set of wings on it.
Right.
So that shows you. So once again, if you know what you're looking at, you can then tell. SAF side skirts.
I was going to see SAF side skirts.
Yeah, I cut them to suit because originally, because it had the big wheels on and the gas coilovers, it sat a little bit high.
Right.
So I put SAF side skirts on just for the Sierra, and yeah, it looks good rather than an aftermarket body kit because it's got the SAF Cosy bonnet on it and bumper. I needed to do it. It runs a Mark 1 Cosworth 3-door back bumper. So obviously it was always a bit baggy in how they fitted, etc. So nice, yeah, BMW brakes, Brembo calipers, RS Sparkus Mark 1 discs, 330 mils.
Right.
As I say, the 1UZ engine, BMW gearbox, Sierra Cosworth back end.
And that a Rouse splitter?
That's a Rouse splitter. That was from the Fiberglass Man down at Bournemouth way. J Sport.
You kind of put a genuine one on, could you? The price of them?
No, but it finishes it, and once again, it just looks right, and that's how it come. I haven't even painted that spoiler. That's how it come out of the thing. Because of the stone chips and everything, you just think it's not worth it. It's only going to ping off.
A lot, don't you? You use it properly.
Yeah, we use it. We do drive it. We're not frightened of using it, and yeah, it always brings a smile to people's face when you leave a show. They hear it running.
Can we pop the bonnet?
Yeah, of course we can. And
so this V8 engine is out of a Lexus?
That's out of a Lexus LS 400. So like a big boat, the cage comes through on the turrets, picks it all up.
How hard was it to fit the engine?
To be honest with you, it went in like a glove. All I had to do was run a Mark 1 cross member. And I had to tilt him a little bit to get him straight to pick the prop up in a straight line as you do, otherwise you end up with too much vibration.
So what do you do for engine mounts and stuff like that?
The engine mounts are Vibrotechnics. So they was prefabricated by a fella, Nev at F1 Motorsport. He done the flywheel conversion, clutch conversion, so done that as a kit.
It's on a BMW gearbox.
It's on a BMW gearbox, ZF gearbox, 5-speed. We're looking to do a 6-speed. I managed to get a quick rack on there, manual quick rack, which I believe
no power steering.
No power steering, and it's a 2.6, 2.5 turn. Yeah, so it's quite tight on there, which was the same as a power Cosy rack. But I can't get a power rack in there because of the room from the sump to the to the crossrack. That's my header tank, which obviously we had one originally. We had him here, and it just kept overheating because it didn't have the height on it. And then I run electric pump when I stop, just to stop the water from hot spotting. You know, just to circulate, let it cool down. So there you can see with the wiper, left-hand drive, the battery would have sat here. So everything we just left as it was, and just keep it simple conversion. What management you on, Link? Sorry? What management? Link ECU. Only runs an Atom, so it's only a basic ECU. And yeah, it just does for what we want. 300 horse, 300 pound-foot of torque.
in one of these, isn't it?
It does, yeah. You know, as I say, you can go mad turbo it, but it'll just be slip sliding everywhere. Runs a plated diff from Barra Motorsport. He built that for me. We did have a pumped up viscous diff, but we shattered that at the pod off the line messing about. Shattered that and sheared some shafts, so he put a plated one in. Bit rattly, obviously scary when you first drive. You think, what's that falling off? But you get used to it, don't you?
So what colour blue is it? Is it unique? Or
that is a Volkswagen cornflower blue.
What kind of unit stuff then?
That's an old colour, but they are now using it on the new Audis.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
it's
so
a nice
the new
colour,
S Audis, the early Polos they used to do it with. So, or they call it Bugatti blue, but it's Volkswagen cornflower blue.
Nice colour.
So
nice. Can we walk for a drive?
Of course we can. So I got invited to Jap Fest.
Did you, in this?
Yeah. So I pulled in, I was early, because you like to go everywhere early. And we're there, and you know, like, you're pulling in, you're in a Ford, and people are looking like, you're at the wrong show, mate. This is Japs, what are you doing? And then it was a wild card stand, so other bits started turning up. And yeah, and a lot of the Jap boys liked it, because it's something different.
I like absolutely everything. I can go to the Jap show and quite happy look around.
I like retro stuff, a bit of modern stuff, but I do like retro, what you used to remember. It's quite stiff on the suspension. I've got a couple of joints that are worn that I need to deal with.
Is it all rose jointed?
It's all rose jointed. The whole thing's rose jointed. So obviously you have to left or right, do you know that?
We went left, it was alright.
Yeah, everything. So you've got to pick the top of it.
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
It just goes. You know, like when you get out and you finish, you're like, yeah, that was good. Makes me smile. And a lot of the people, when they see you on the road, even the youngsters, are like, yeah, that's the bollocks. Yeah, you can drive it like a normal, it just pulls. Fifth gear. So it wants 6, just a little bit more on it.
It's a gearbox alright with the power like the torque.
It's fine, it does. I've had no issues with the box touchwood. As I say, I sheared drive shafts and sent a pod off the line. We run it up the pod a few times, had like a 13.5-second quarter. Enjoyed it, but it's hard work. People think it's easy, just driving a straight line, but there's more to it than that, you know what I mean? So yeah, the car, as I say, it drives fabulous. When it was done and everyone would see it, they was like, yeah, it has come out good.
It's the details as well, like you were saying, you put perspex windows in.
Yeah,
but you had them shaped.
They were shaped, the windows were shaped, just to obviously give the line, so when you look at it outside, you get the reflection. It all ties in, rather than all over the place. Yeah.
It's flat, you've had the back window, that's all shaped, like
back windows all shaped, they're plastic. As I say, there was a fella called Mike Templar, you can find him on the internet. He done me good, helped me out. Keeping them clean's a pain, but if you look after them, they come good. Anti-static spray, keep the dust off. Because as I say before, when you're polishing them, as soon as you clean them, static, it just attracts everything. Piggybacks off each injector, so once again, nothing to go wrong. Don't want to overcomplicate anything.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Then if you have any issues, it should be easy to repair. Yeah, definitely.
Low turbos.
Low turbo, so you've got the stand on them. But I think you get a better feel. You know, you press them and you think, yeah, and then you're like, no, I've really got to press it. But it's fine, nice valve. Obviously sort the fronts to the backs. helps out situations, cornering.
Love it. I love it.
As I say, to be honest with you, no one's been out in it to have a ride. The boys have all been out and had a drive, like, yeah, it's good. But as I say, he's there, he's punchy, you know, and it's not over noisy. When you're outside, they can't hear you coming from a mile away. So you can be a bit discreet and sneak up.
Deal with it.
Yeah, you know.
It sounds unbelievable, this bike. You were saying it's just got 2 boxes in the exhaust?
Two boxes in the exhaust. They came off a company on the internet. Once again, we fabricated the exhaust.
Did you weld it yourself?
Yeah, we done it ourselves. Just stainless wire on the lid. That's about it.
Yeah.
It weren't nothing fancy. Nothing's fancy on it. It's all, you know, home done.
Home done.
It looks like a train, it's just got so much torque.
So much torque.
I think if I turbo it, it'll ruin the drive. It'll be too full on, you know.
You'd have to sort gearboxes and diff.
Change the gearbox, worry about the diff, worry about drive shafts. Because of being a V8, it revs quite high, really.
Right.
So to drop it down and have another bite of the apple, so to speak, another gear, drop your rev band, and then you get going. It's winding 6 grand at like 145 mile an hour. Top gear. If you just dropped it, you drop it, and you get another overdrive. And even for cruising on the motorway, you know, like you can keep it within. But I think if you're 60, and then you could have it at 2 grand. It does 30 to the gallon, the car cruising.
Does it?
Yeah, you know. So the 1UZ FE was the fuel economy.
Right.
So that's why some people call it a 1UZ FE. I don't know what they thought about making a V8 fuel economical, but that's what they decided, the Japs. And there was talk that they was going to use that car for the NASCARs, the V8.
The engine?
Yeah, they was developing it to run in the NASCARs, but obviously America and Japanese engines weren't going to ever happen with it.
How much are the engines more for them at the minute?
When we done this, I think they was like between 500 and a grand.
For the engine or car?
Just the engine, and now they're obviously gone up because people are using the drift boys.
Right.
People are starting to use them more because track reliability. You know, it don't break down every 5 minutes. Touch none of your wood.
Have you had the engine apart? Done all the shells? Have you had the engine apart?
I've not done nothing to it.
Have you not?
The only thing I did do, when I put the engine in, it didn't have a thermostat, and I thought leave it out, it'll make it run fine. It run better temperature-wise with a thermostat.
So you put the thermostat back in?
Put the thermostat in, and it, as I say, it run fine. Put the header tank up high. Put a fan in. I'd like to put a bigger radiator in. It runs a Cosy Rad, but because I've got quite a tall front when the intercooler's not there, it could do with like a 2 litre GL radiator.
A bigger radiator.
A bigger radiator, and I think it'll just cool it a bit more. Got an oil cooler on there, just to help, so when you're on the track, just to keep the temperature down a little bit, and you know, you're not wringing its neck on everything.
So you had no problem, I mean, like I keep saying,
no problem.
35 degrees.
35 degrees, the car was spot on.
Really?
No issues at all. Just obviously sweating me nuts off in there.
Mate, thanks a lot for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Listen, it's a pleasure. I'm glad. I hope it didn't go too mad. You know what I mean? It's you want to show off a little bit, don't you?
I'll leave a link to your Instagram.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Do you want to do it, don't you?
Well, I'll just do it. See you later, fellas. There.
All right, yeah.
Well, all right, thanks again. Thanks again. I'll leave a link to his Instagram if you want to see more of the car, what he gets up to. We again, mate. Thanks for checking us out.
Thank you very much indeed. All right, Rich Arts Limited, and that's on the Instagram.
All right, I'll leave that for you.
Thank you.
Cheers, fellas.